Imagine the humid Colombian night of March 2nd, 2025, in the quiet town of Buga, nestled in the lush Valle del Cauca region, where the tropical warmth envelops everything in a gentle embrace. The air hangs heavy with the scent of rain-soaked earth and distant coffee blooms, a place where the stars seem close enough to touch and the night sky feels alive with possibilities. Suddenly, the sky cracks open, not with thunder, but with something far more inexplicable, a phenomenon that would soon captivate the world. Two locals, miles apart, grab their phones and hit record, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. What streaks across their screens isn't a shooting star or a drone gone rogue, but rather a gleaming metallic sphere, about the size of a basketball, slicing through the darkness in erratic zigzags that mock the laws of aerodynamics and challenge our understanding of flight. It pulses with an otherworldly glow, silent as a whisper, until it grazes a high-voltage power line, sending a cascade of sparks into the night. A flash, brilliant, electric, and the orb tumbles to the ground like a fallen god, landing with an unexpected softness. No explosion, no debris, just an intact, seamless enigma lying in a farmer's field, waiting to upend everything we thought we knew about the universe and sparking a global quest for answers. This isn't the stuff of late-night campfire tales or grainy YouTube hoaxes that fade into obscurity. It's a tangible mystery rooted in real events. This is the Buga Sphere, recovered that very night by stunned witnesses who rushed to the site, their flashlights cutting through the darkness to reveal something extraordinary. As of today, September 30th, 2025, 6 months after its dramatic arrival, the object remains locked in a web of scientific scrutiny, viral speculation, and eerie silence from the powers that be, leaving experts and enthusiasts alike pondering its origins. High-resolution scans from Mexico's prestigious National Autonomous University, UNAM, reveal internals that defy earthly engineering. 3 nested metal shells, dozens of microscopic spheres suspended like planets in orbit, and fiber optic-like filaments threading to a mysterious central core, all arranged in a complexity that suggests advanced design. Its surface, etched with symbols that echo ancient runes from Mesopotamia to Mesoamerica, chills to the touch while somehow radiating an internal warmth that vaporizes water on contact, adding to its aura of impossibility. And then there are the anomalies, its weight shifting inexplicably from 2 kilograms at recovery to over 10 kilograms weeks later, only to stabilize at around 4.5 pounds by midsummer, a fluctuation that baffles physicists. The grass around its landing spot withered to barren dust, refusing to regrow despite spotless radiation tests and extensive soil analysis. Viral videos even capture it humming in response to Sanskrit chants, as if attuned to frequencies lost to time, hinting at a deeper, perhaps spiritual connection. What if I told you this sphere isn't just a curiosity? It's a potential key to unlocking free energy, anti-gravity propulsion, and perhaps even the whispers of extraterrestrial intelligence, revolutionizing how we perceive our place in the cosmos. But as fascination builds, so does the quiet. Official updates have trickled to a halt since July, when a leaked preprint hinted at quantum-level energy interactions that could rewrite physics textbooks and open new frontiers in technology. Governments with deep pockets in directed energy research, from DARPA's laser missile defenses to NASA's orbital debris trackers, have gone radio silent, raising suspicions of covert involvement. Why? Because if the Buga Sphere can interact with energy in ways we've only dreamed of, it doesn't just challenge science, it threatens the fragile balance of power on a global scale, potentially shifting geopolitical dynamics overnight. Stick with me as we peel back the layers of this mystery, from the raw facts of its fall to the mind-bending implications that could change humanity forever, exploring every angle with care. And if your jaw drops along the way, smash that like button. Your engagement keeps these stories alive for seekers like us, fostering a community of curious minds. Let's rewind to that fateful evening, piecing together the timeline with the unshakable precision of eyewitness accounts and verified footage that have been scrutinized by experts worldwide. Buga, a colonial gem founded in 1571, isn't exactly a hotspot for cosmic drama, but its rich history of cultural heritage makes the event even more poignant. With its cobblestone streets and the iconic Basilica of the Rosary drawing pilgrims from afar, it's a town rooted in faith and fertile valleys, where everyday life unfolds at a leisurely pace, but on March 2nd, around 8:47 p.m. local time, tranquility shatters in an instant, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. Maria Elena Vargas, a 42-year-old schoolteacher, steps onto her balcony for a breath of air when she spots it, a silver orb, roughly 30 centimeters in diameter, darting like a metallic firefly against the twilight, its movements fluid yet unpredictable. It moved like nothing I've ever seen. No sound, no wings, just alive. She later tells reporters, her voice trembling with awe and a hint of wonder. 2 kilometers away, mechanic Javier Ruiz captures the same spectacle from his workshop rooftop, his shaky video going viral within hours, amassing over 5 million views by dawn and igniting online discussions. The sphere doesn't glide gracefully. Instead, it zigs, zags, hovers impossibly, behaviors that scream unidentified aerial phenomenon to anyone versed in aviation, defying conventional explanations. Then, the collision, a shower of sparks as it brushes the 115 kilovolt line snaking through the hills, illuminating the night briefly. No meltdown, no fire. Just a soft thud reported by locals who converge on the field like moths to a flame, drawn by curiosity and concern. By midnight, the object is in gloved hands, its surface cool and unmarred, reflecting the flashlights like a polished mirror that captures the faces of the amazed onlookers. No heat signatures, no scorch marks on the soil, just an orb that feels heavier than it looks, whispering secrets in a language of silence, as if holding the weight of untold stories. Word spreads like wildfire through Buga's tight-knit community, where neighbors share stories over coffee and social media buzzes with excitement. By morning, local authorities cordon off the site, but not before photos leak. The sphere nestled in dew-kissed grass, its faint etchings catching the sunrise, swirling patterns that resemble cuneiform scripts from 5,000-year-old Sumerian tablets, or the feathered serpents of Mayan codices, evoking a sense of ancient mystery. Skeptics online cry, drone stunt, but the videos hold up to forensic analysis. No CGI artifacts, no editing glitches, confirming their authenticity. As days turn to weeks, the sphere travels north, handed off to independent researchers eager to probe its secrets without bureaucratic red tape, marking the beginning of rigorous scientific inquiry. Enter Jose Luis Velázquez and Rodolfo Guerreda, material scientists from UNAM in Mexico City, who received the artifact on March 15th under strict non-disclosure protocols, treating it with the utmost care. Their lab, a fortress of humming spectrometers and whirring CT scanners, becomes ground zero for revelation, buzzing with anticipation. Over the next month, they bombard it with every tool in modern science's arsenal: X-rays, electron microscopy, neutron diffraction, each test revealing layers of complexity. What emerges isn't a relic of human hubris, but a masterpiece of the unknown, challenging preconceived notions of technology. At its core, quite literally, is a chip-like nexus, no larger than a thumbnail, woven into a lattice of filament-thin wires that mimic fiber optics but pulse with an iridescence defying known alloys, suggesting advanced optoelectronics. Surrounding this, 3 concentric shells, each thinner than a human hair yet denser than titanium, housing 18 microspheres, tiny orbs, 1 to 2 millimeters across, floating in perfect suspension as if gravity forgot to RSVP, a feat that puzzles engineers. We've never seen a piece like this in our combined 50 years of research, Velázquez confesses at a May press conference, his eyes wide behind thick glasses, conveying genuine astonishment. No welds scar the surface, no joints betray assembly. It's as if the sphere was grown, not built, perhaps through atomic deposition or some nanoscale alchemy we haven't cracked, opening doors to new manufacturing paradigms. But the real chills come from its behaviors, which continue to intrigue and unsettle observers. Place a droplet of water on its exterior, and it hisses into steam, the sphere remaining frigid at 4 degrees Celsius, while internal thermals spike to 60 degrees Celsius, suggesting active heat management like a perpetual mini-fridge drawing from an unseen source, defying thermodynamic expectations. Weigh it on calibrated scales, and the needle dances. 2 kilograms on day 1, ballooning to 10 kilograms by April 10th, then settling at 6 kilograms during transport, a variation that questions fundamental laws. Conservation of mass shattered, and the landing site, a 5-meter radius of scorched earth where blades of grass curl black and soil crumbles to powder, shows no toxins, no isotopes, just an unnatural sterility that botanists liken to flash-frozen tundra, hinting at exotic energy effects. As May unfolds, the story explodes globally, capturing headlines and sparking debates across continents. Fox News runs a segment with physicist Julia Mossbridge from the University of San Diego, who tempers the hype. It looks like a really cool art project, gorgeous, but let's verify with independents like Harvard's Galileo project before we summon the mothership. Her words a call for caution. Yet, even she can't dismiss the scans, acknowledging their intrigue. By June, UNAM's full report drops. The alloy is 95% aluminum with traces of iron, zinc, and copper, mundane on paper, but structured in metamaterial lattices that bend light subtly, hinting at cloaking potential and advanced optics. The etchings, AAI deciphers them as a fractal code encoding unity energy transformation. Phrases that resonate like a cosmic manifesto, inspiring philosophical reflections. If your mind is racing as fast as that sphere through the sky, pause for a breath and drop a comment. What do you think those symbols mean? Your theories fuel the conversation. Let's crowdsource the truth together, building a collective understanding. Now let's dive deeper, where the science gets seductive and the implications turn spine-tingling, drawing us into the realm of quantum wonders. Picture yourself in UNAM's sterile lab, the sphere under a barrage of lasers and probes, surrounded by scientists in white coats. Traditional physics dictates that energy hitting an object does one of three things. It absorbs and heats up, reflects like a defiant mirror, or vaporizes the target outright, following well-established laws. But the Buga Sphere? It devours. In controlled tests reported in a July 2025 preprint from the Instituto Politécnico Nacional, IPN, low-level directed energy, think scaled-down laser pointers mimicking military beams, vanishes into its shell without a trace of heat or reflection, leaving no evidence behind. No glow, no scorch. The power simply ceases, as if siphoned into a void, challenging our core principles. This isn't hyperbole, it's echoed in thermal imaging that captures the anomaly in detail. The sphere emits roughly 100 watts of cooling power continuously, pulling heat from its surroundings like a quantum sponge, creating a localized chill. Researchers speculate it's leveraging exotic matter principles. Perhaps Bose-Einstein condensates at room temperature, where atoms sink into a superfluid state, channeling energy into non-thermal realms, a breakthrough in quantum mechanics. Imagine a device that could guzzle the output of a solar farm, store it indefinitely, and release it on demand without batteries or waste, transforming energy infrastructure. Climate change? Solved overnight with grid-scale absorbers. Electric vehicles? Charge in seconds from ambient air. The emotional weight hits hard. Generations dreaming of clean energy, only for this orb to dangle the answer like forbidden fruit, evoking a sense of tantalizing possibility. But the terror lurks in the military shadows, where strategic minds ponder the ramifications with grave concern. DARPA's 2025 budget balloons to $4.2 billion for directed energy weapons alone, funding lasers that can fell drones at 100 kilometers, showcasing rapid advancements. The US Strategic Capabilities Office tests particle beams for satellite SWATs, while China's hypersonic countermeasures evolve weekly, intensifying global tensions. Now insert the Buga Sphere, an object that neutralizes beams like a black hole devours stars, absorbing without consequence. No burn through, no deflection, just nullification. A single nation cracking its code could render trillion-dollar arsenals obsolete. Lasers fizzling, EMPs evaporating, nukes. Well, let's not go there, but the implications are profound. Global balance, teetering. Espionage whispers suggest the sphere's already in a black site vault. Its Sanskrit responsive hum, verified in August videos where it vibrates at 432 Hz to Vedic chants. Probed for acoustic weapons, potentially unlocking new warfare paradigms. Transitioning from dread to wonder, consider the mass mysteries that captivate physicists around the world. Newton's laws scream that inertia is fixed. Push an object, it resists proportionally to its weight, a cornerstone of classical mechanics. Yet the sphere's inertia drops by up to 81% in dynamic tests, per that July preprint, allowing it to slip through forces like a ghost, defying expectations. Analogy time, it's your morning coffee mug suddenly weighing a feather's touch. You nudge it, and it catapults across the table at 5 times the speed, illustrating the dramatic shift. Scale that to spacecraft, fuel-free acceleration to Mars in weeks, not months, revolutionizing space travel. NASA's Goldstone radar, which tracks 3mm debris from 1,000 kilometers away, scanned orbits post-fall, no matches, confirming its enigmatic origin. So where'd it come from? Not our skies. Perhaps the quantum vacuum, the seething energy foam Einstein called spooky action, harvested directly, explaining the dead zone at the crash site. Vacuum fluctuations, once theoretical poetry, power this thing, draining life's spark from soil in a silent scream, suggesting infinite energy sources. Emotionally, this resonates like a lost child's toy from the stars. Playful yet profound, stirring a sense of cosmic nostalgia. Dr. Stephen Greer's September bombshell, carbon-14 dating of resin encasing internal filaments pegs it at 12,560 years old, predating Sumer by millennia, linking it to ancient epochs. Younger Dryas era, when megafauna vanished and ice sheets melted. Coincidence? Or a survivor from a forgotten cycle of visitors, perhaps guiding human evolution? The central chip, a neural nexus per IPN scan, might encode blueprints, quantum data storage holding eons of knowledge, a treasure trove waiting to be unlocked. Feed it to Grok 4 or DeepMind, and what unlocks? Cures for disease, blueprints for harmony, or warnings we ignore at our peril, urging caution in our pursuits. If these possibilities stir something deep in you, a mix of hope and holy terror, hit subscribe for more dives into the unexplained. We thrive on your shares. Together we demand answers, uniting in our quest for truth. These aren't primitives mistaking comets for chariots. They are detailed accounts consistent across continents, unconnected by trade routes, spheres as harbingers, energy manipulators, divine tech, hinting at advanced interventions. What if Buga's a periodic drop, a cosmic breadcrumb trail leading to greater understanding? Carbon dating to 10,500 BCE aligns with Göbekli Tepe's sudden rise. Hunter-gatherers erecting megaliths overnight, a leap in human capability. Did spheres seed civilization, then retreat, leaving us to fumble in the dark, pondering our origins? The emotional gut punch, isolation, humanity, staring at stars we've touched but not truly seen, grasping at echoes of intervention, feeling the vastness of the universe. If these orbs recur, are we watched, guided, or tested? Recent X posts buzz with sightings. A twin sphere over Moscow's broadcast tower, June 30th, pulsing near antennas as if eavesdropping, captured in videos. Medellin, Colombia, September 28th. Another orb filmed hovering, Buga's Echo, adding to the intrigue. Pattern or paranoia, you decide. Comment your take below and let's debate, sharing insights. But no mystery thrives in isolation. It connects to broader narratives across history. The Buga Sphere echoes ghosts from history, a chorus of spheres that taunt our grasp on reality, weaving a tapestry of enigmas. Flashback to 1974, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. The Betts family stumbles on a stainless steel orb 8 inches wide in their burned out yard after a brush fire. An unexpected find. Seamless, like Buga's twin, it rolls uphill unaided amidst haunting tones when Bach plays nearby and vibrates to thunderstorms, displaying autonomous behavior. Navy experts swarm, then vanish. The sphere slips into private hands, unexplained, leaving questions lingering. Parallels? Eerily perfect. Both defy momentum, both draw scrutiny that evaporates like mist, suggesting a recurring phenomenon. Rewind further, 1965, Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. A fireball births an acorn-shaped craft, etched with hieroglyphs hauled away by shadowy suits amid witness screams, fueling decades of speculation. Or 1947 Roswell, debunked debris, yet whispers of indestructible foil persist in lore. Globally, the pattern pulses. 1,561 Nuremberg celestial battle, spheres dogfighting overhead. 1,566 Basel, fiery orbs dueling at dawn, documented in historical records. Ancient texts amplify the refrain. Sumerian clay tablets sing of Anunnaki, sky discs, harnessing storms, energy gods and spherical chariots, blending myth with potential fact. The Vedas describe Vimanas, Mercury vortex craft, spherical scouts humming mantras, Popol Vuh of the Maya, shining eggs birthing knowledge from the void, inspiring cultural legacies. Yet, for every thrill, skepticism anchors us, providing a necessary balance to wild speculation. Julia Mossbridge's caution rings true. Extraordinary claims demand extraordinary proof, emphasizing rigorous methodology. The alloy, recycled aluminum, per September metallurgical breakdowns. Common, craftable in a backyard forge, demystifying its composition. Etchings, stunning but achievable with laser engravers, modern tools at play. Weight shifts, thermal expansion, or moisture absorption in humid Buga air, environmental factors at work. The Sanskrit response, acoustic resonance in a hollow shell amplified by eager videographers, a natural phenomenon. Jaime Maussan, the journalist behind Peru's alien mummies, later dolls from animal bones, consulted early. Red flag for hoax hunters, urging vigilance. NASA's 2023 UAP report, updated in April 2025 with orbital data, omits Buga entirely. Its Goldstone arrays would have pinged any inbound orb larger than a golf ball, highlighting detection capabilities. No space weather anomalies that month per NOAA logs, supporting mundane explanations. And the silence? Not conspiracy, but bureaucracy. Artifacts like this funnel to private labs or museums, lost in funding fights and administrative hurdles. A September 2025 LinkedIn analysis posits it's an experimental drone from a rogue startup, glyphs as QR code precursors, a tech prototype. Balanced view. The Buga Sphere dazzles, but science thrives on doubt, evolving through questioning. Galileo's peers mocked his telescope. Today's rigor demands replication, ensuring validity. UNAM's tests are gold, but peer review lags, with more data needed. As of September 30th, ongoing filament analysis at Greer's Serious Disclosure Project hunts for non-terrestrial isotopes. Results due October, promising clarity. Until then, it's a Rorschach test, alien artifact, or artist's prank inviting interpretation. Pacing ourselves through the wonder, let's zoom out to the human heart of it all, where personal stories bring the mystery to life. In Buga, families gather under that same sky, whispering of La Esfera that fell like manna, sharing tales around dinner tables. Maria Elena, the teacher, now leads night watches, her students sketching symbols in notebooks, dreaming of stars and fostering young imaginations. Javier Ruiz quit his job for a docuseries, chasing leads from Andean shamans to Silicon Valley physicists, embarking on a personal journey. Their stories, raw, resonant, reminders that mysteries bind us, sparking curiosity in a world of algorithms and digital distractions. Globally, the ripple. Forums explode with parallels to the 12,500-year-old Sabu disk from Egypt, a trilobed anomaly resonating at Fibonacci frequencies like Buga's hum, connecting ancient artifacts. X threads dissect VLF emissions, plotting coordinates to Amazonian geoglyphs or Peruvian Nazca lines. Potential network nodes awakening, fueling collaborative research. Emotional core, hope. If this sphere taps vacuum energy, poverty's chains break, villages powered eternally, deserts greened, transforming societies. If it's a probe, isolation ends. We're not alone, just late to the party, embracing cosmic companionship. Yet dread lingers, casting a long shadow over the excitement. Recent pulses, repeating electromagnetic bursts detected September 20th, hint at distress signals or beacons, possibly communicating across vast distances. What if it's calling home, or warning of cascades? More spheres inbound, reshaping skies and altering realities. Military implications chill. A September YouTube deep dive by Bob Lazar ties it to element 115 propulsion, claiming reverse engineering black projects, stirring controversy. If true, arms races accelerate. If false, disinformation sows chaos, undermining trust. Dynamic shift from fear to fire. This isn't passive viewing. It's a call to engage actively. Demand transparency. Petition UNAM for open data. Support Greer's carbon tests, joining advocacy efforts. Like if you're ready for disclosure. Comment theories to build our collective map, creating a dialogue. Subscribe for updates. Next week, we tackle the Moscow twin, continuing the exploration. As twilight falls on September 30th, 2025, the Buga Sphere sits in a vault, its microspheres orbiting unseen truths, a silent guardian of secrets. Is it a toy from Andromedan youths per Pleiadian channels, a 12,560-year sentinel from Atlantis' fall, or humanity's mirror reflecting untapped potential and inner strengths? One thing's certain, it failed to remind us. The universe isn't a clockwork machine, it's a symphony, and we're just learning the notes notes, harmonizing with the cosmos. What do you believe the Buga Sphere truly is? An advanced probe, a dimensional key, or the spark of our next evolution? Share below. Your voice echoes into the void, contributing to the chorus. Until next time, keep looking up. The stars are listening, waiting for our response.